East Texas Sports Network is dedicated on delivering the most entertaining sports broadcasts in East Texas. And if you're interested in having your next sporting event streamed live, visit us online at netsn.live.
All right, good Tuesday evening, everybody. Welcome. Baseball here, Gilmer, Texas. First time I've been here. Jeremy, welcome tonight. How are you doing, brother?
Doing good, man. This is the first time I've called a baseball game here in a long time. I've done some softball games, done basketball and football.
Okay, so I've done track. We've done some football stuff over here, but my first time doing a baseball broadcast. So again, we're in Gilmer, Texas. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, a big big division matchup here,
Yes.
district matchup, right, between two teams that are looking to get some playoff seeding. Kilgore currently in second. Gilmer right now is sitting in the fourth position, but a tight race for that last spot of the playoffs there. And so tonight's a big game for them. Leading off tonight for the Kilgore Bulldogs is Kason Brooks playing center field. Batting second, Colton Hale, who's pitching tonight. Batting third, the shortstop tonight is Clayton. Batting fourth, the cleanup spot is Edney, the DH. Batting fifth is Jackson Dickey, the right fielder. Batting sixth is Miles Applegate, the catcher. Batting seventh is Brody Benson, the first baseman. Batting eighth is the second baseman, Barnhart. And then batting ninth is the left fielder, Braden Williams. And then not hitting tonight but playing third base is Brody Smith.
There you go.
And then for the other side, the first batter in the lineup for the Buckeyes is the shortstop, Zach Turner. Batting second is the catcher, Dylan Griffin. Batting third is the pitcher, Ryder Lang. Batting fourth is the first baseman, Brendan Darnold. Batting fifth, the right fielder, Aiden Aiken. And then batting sixth is the third baseman, Austin Blakely. Batting seventh is the second baseman, Aiden Vineyard. Batting eighth is the center fielder, Judson Dorsett. And then batting ninth, the left fielder, Tavian Horn. And they don't have a DH, so that was kind of an interesting thing. One of the first games, I think the second game this year we've done where a team we've played doesn't have a DH, but it's a rarity in today's game.
Yeah, I was going to say it's not very common, I would say, at any level, truthfully.
Yeah, and especially with the advantages you get with the DH and the pinch runners. But again, every team kind of does their thing, and so. Well, again, like we said, a big matchup here. Kilgore just come off a really tough loss Friday night. You and I were there.
Crazy game.
Yeah, crazy game. Went 9 innings. They ended up losing 3-1. And so they were fighting with Spring Hill for that first place spot. All right, we're going to go ahead and take it down to the field here for the national anthem.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rockets' red glare, bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Great job, Ethan. Play ball.
That was a great job right there, man.
Well, the crazy thing is he just did the same thing over the softball field. So he pulled double duty tonight. He sang the national anthem at the softball field and came sprinting over here and did the national anthem at the baseball field. So
that's a good little jog too.
Yeah, I mean it's at least it's pretty close, but still a little bit of an effort there to get there. And so, again, you're going to see Dylan Griffin, the catcher here, and his battery mate, the pitcher, is Ryder Lang. So they're getting warmed up here. Again, we got our center field cam. Hopefully it cooperates. It's a little temperamental at times. And again, leading off for the Buckeyes, right due up, is going to be Brooks, Hale, and Clayton. And again, I think the key for this team is getting Brooks on base. you get Case and Brooks on base,
Yeah.
and then it changes this entire game because Brooks is able to kind of get in the pitcher's head a little bit. He can steal bases. He can do all those things.
That's a good game plan for the Bulldogs to basically start off a quick start.
Yeah.
Of course, I mean, we have seen them get into some pitchers' duels, and then kind of the way things have kind of gone on a few close games. You saw a 13-inning game and
Right.
9-inning game. I mean,
Yeah, we've had a little bit of everything, haven't we? So a couple of long ones the last week, and so I think, again, for the Bulldogs tonight, a hot start would be a good thing here.
I agree.
And then just doing what they do, manufacturing runs by moving guys around. And if you're Gilmer, you're coming in at that fourth position. This is a big win for you, a big game. You want to get a win in your home park. It's not an easy place to play and win at Driller Park, and so you want to try to, if you're going to steal one, at least steal one here. All right, so Brooks steps up to the plate here. Going to face the righty Lang, wearing number 2. So you got number 2 and number 1 as the battery mates. They're in reverse number order from what you'd normally look at.
It's not confusing at all.
No. All right, here's the first pitch. That's outside for ball 1. All right, so 1 ball, 1 strike. All right, that one's high and outside for ball 2. Here's the 2-1. High again, ball 3.
It's still a pretty pitcher behind home plate, though, man.
Yeah, it is.
I kind of like that.
Yeah, it's not a
Little
bad
zoomed
shot.
out angle.
We had to do a little bit different tonight to try to get things adjusted. All right, so 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the 3-2 delivery. And it's in there for a strike. That's going to be the first strikeout there for Lang. And again, we apologize. Signal here is not as sturdy as it normally would be in some places, and so we're trying to fight a little bit of that, so bear with us. All right, so Lang is going to face off against his opposing pitcher, Colton Hale here. All right, here's the pitch to Hale. In there for a strike. Good off-speed pitch there by him.
That was right down Broadway, though. That probably would have been the one to take.
Yeah. Yeah, and it may be one of those where you have that night where the first pitch is the best one you see. A little soft tapper over to third. The third baseman fields the throw to first. In time for the out.
Now batting number 5, Jason Clayton.
You know, it wouldn't be baseball season without a little bit of wind out there, too.
That's
I think
right,
That's,
that's
I think
right.
that's interfering with our connection.
I'm telling you, it feels like it's been the story of the year. All right, so 2 outs here. That's going to bring up Kason Clayton. All right, so Yosemite Tech says Newton County's pulling for them Bulldogs.
There you go.
All right, so there we go. We got 1 in for the Bulldogs. Again, let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. All right, here's the 1-0. Ground ball. That one goes foul. So Clayton's in a 1-1 count here. All right, here's the 1-1. Lays off that one outside for ball 2.
It's a good eye right there.
Yeah, so 2 balls, 1 strike.
That'd have been the one that got me to reach.
Yeah, that's a tough one to lay off. Here it is. There's that ground ball. Hot shot, just foul. So 2 balls, 2 strikes here to the third hitter in the lineup, Clayton.
Yeah, if Clayton could have tucked one in right by third base there, that would have been perfect.
Yeah, that was a – and the third baseman's playing tight to the line, but I don't know if he'd have got to that one if it was fair. That's one that you're praying goes foul. All right, so here's the 2-2 again. Just misses with the off-speed pitch there. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. That's a shot. and a line out to second. So that's going to do it for the top of the first inning. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back for more action here on NETSN.
Okay, your price is like State Farm, but is your coverage?
How we do things might leave you shocked. Our claims aren't done right. Our process is rough. It's tough.
Can I get help from an agent?
No luck.
Do it online?
No luck.
An app?
No luck.
Take my phone. It's easy, I swear. Like a good neighbor,
State Farm is there.
All right, welcome back. Bottom of the first inning. Again, 3 up, 3 down for the Bulldogs. An efficient inning there for Lang. Man, that last one was a good rip there by Clayton. It just happened to be right to the second baseman. I don't even know if he moved much. I think he just kind of lifted an arm up and made the catch there. So, unfortunately, the third out of the inning, again, nobody got on, nobody did anything. But bottom of the first inning here. And, again, we're going to have the shortstop Turner is going to lead off here. So, Turner versus Hale. Turner.
That's what I was about to say, man.
I almost said turn up and I kind of went British there for a second. Who knows? All right. So we're going to try to go 3 up and 3 down here if they're the Bulldogs. Again, Colton Hale at the mound tonight for the Bulldogs. He's got that nasty sweeper. It's been an effective again. Last time that I got to see him pitch, he threw a 15K no-hitter. All right, so first pitch outside for a ball. High for ball 2.
Trying to find the strike zone here.
Yeah. Again, he's got plenty of pace. Comes the 2-0 delivery. There's that Frisbee in there for a strike.
Nasty.
You can always tell who somebody is, who they're rooting for based on their comment from behind, right? Like you didn't like that one, aka that one got by you. All right, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Like, and the home team's like, yeah, he ain't ready for that, you know. And then you always get that. It's always fun to hear the different perspective of the same pitch, right? All right. So Hale comes with a 2-2 delivery. That one's low in the dirt. Good block there by Applegate. All right, so full count here. Hale comes set. Fires home. And called third strike. That's a Tara Harris State Farm strikeout. Nothing like leading off the game that way. So quickly 1 down. And that's going to bring up the catcher, Dylan Griffin. After Griffin is going to be the pitcher, Ryder Lang.
Do I say it?
Say it.
Pitcher's duel?
Pitcher's duel. I'm kind of feeling it.
I mean,
why not, right? I mean, it feels like the trend for us lately. All right, here's the pitch from Hale. A little high. Wanted it, but didn't keep a hold of it.
No, it's high fastball.
Yeah, well, and Griffin was tempted.
It was.
And then he remembered he was a catcher, and he would not swing at that pitch. He wouldn't. Right, it's that thing where I think that's hard sometimes with catchers because they've got a pretty good grasp of where that ball should be, but you also want to be aggressive. All right, here's the 1-0. There's that off-speed pitch. It is nasty. I mean, it is. It's a.
I wouldn't have swung it either because it looked like it was going to be right at his head.
Yeah, he thought that was coming for the brim of the cap there, and the next thing he knows, it's over the plate. All right, here's the 1-1. In there for strike 2.
Goes right back with the outside fastball.
Yeah, I mean, he just pinning it. You can tell when Hale feels good because he gets in a rhythm and he goes pretty quick. He's going to come set quick, right? All right, here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss, so another strikeout. So back-to-back strikeouts for Hale and another Tara Harris State Farm strikeout. And we're down with 2 outs here, bottom of the first. That's going to bring up the pitcher, Ryder Lang.
Did you notice what pitch that was? What was the first pitch he saw on that high fastball?
Yeah.
And he almost swung at it.
And he went right back to it. Yeah, he said, I'm going to go back to the elevator here, see what happens. All right, the pitch from Hale. In there for strike 1. All right, the 0-1 delivery from Hale. Gets him for strike 2, I'm telling you. He's feeling it. He's dealing right now, so quickly 0-2. Comes set. Kicks, fires, and gets him swinging. So 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. That's not much. You can't do much better as a pitcher than that. So that's going to do it for the first inning of play. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back after this with more action on NETSN. I can't even talk tonight.
This is where legends rise. On the hardwood, under the lights, from the buzzer beaters to the rim rockers, we bring you the action. Raw, real, relentless. We cover every angle, every story, from the blacktop to the big stage. Your favorite hoopers, your squads, your passion, all in one place, only on NETSN. Live games, exclusive shows. This is the future of basketball culture. 24/7 sports entertainment. This isn't just a network, this is a movement. Welcome to NETSN. Game on.
All right, top of the second inning. Lang working for his second inning here against Edney. First pitch comes in off speed and high for ball 1. All right, Miss Applegate, good. I'm glad you can tune in and watch with us. We're going to try to make everything as smooth as possible here. That's a strike there on the off-speed pitch, so 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, our internet tonight is just, it's kind of in between.
I was going to say it's all over the place, truthfully.
Yeah, we've been fighting it all night, so we're trying our best here to get something good to you. All right, ball 2, so 2 balls, 1 strike. All right, the 2-1 delivery. Got him with the off speed, pulled that one back a little bit on him. So 2 balls, 2 strikes here. All right, Lang comes set, kicks and fires. Outside, so full count here. Here's the pitch. And misses outside for ball 4. All right, so that's going to put Edney on first, and that's going to bring up the right fielder, Jackson Dickey. Dickey opting for the short sleeve hoodie tonight. That's the new baseball style, I feel.
Well, I thought it was all the sleeves and pads and
that too.
Else.
Well, this is the new edition this year.
Oh, okay.
All that other stuff was the last couple of years, right?
Okay.
The sliding mitt, those things, right? We got to keep our game up here. All right, so 1 ball, no strikes here.
Got to have the what kids would call the drip, man.
Yeah, no drip, no game, right? Here's the 1-0. Misses low for ball 2. So where Lang had some good rhythm in that first inning, he's kind of struggling a little bit here to find that location. His off-speed pitch has really been his bread and butter so far.
I agree.
Here's the 2-0. Squares the bunt, pulls it back. He says it's a strike. Edney gets back in plenty of time. Get a little dirt in there. Edney's a tall guy. It's not very far to get from a leadoff back to first base when you're that tall and you got the range he does. All right, so 2 balls, 1 strike. Lang comes set and comes home. Ground ball by Dickey goes to the shortstop. He's going to flip to second. The throw is wide. And nobody goes. So you're going to have a fielder's choice there. Yeah, and it should be able to go to second. That's what I was wondering.
Now batting number 11, Miles Applegate.
Oh, he did get to go to second. Okay.
There we go. All right, so 1 ball, no strikes there. And Applegate up. Fouls that one off himself there. Again, you see Jackson Dickey at second. He's at second because of the throwaway. Again, the ball went into the dugout and then came back out, and that's why they gave that. I know people may be wondering why, but it bounced off the brick on the inside of the dugout and came back into the field of play, so that's out of play.
Glad you caught that. I was having computer issues.
Yeah, you know. There's a lot to do sometimes when things like that happen. You got a fielder's choice and then an error. All right, ball in the dirt there. So 2 balls, 1 strike. All right, the 2-1 delivery. That one's high. Missed that one. He kind of lost the grip on that one. You could tell as he was coming with that one. It was a off-speed split. Pitch slipped there and stayed high above Applegate's head. So 3-1's your count here. That one's low for ball 4. So another walk here. That's going to put runners at first and second, just 1 out. That's going to bring up Brody Benson, the first baseman.
All right. Got the heckles in the house.
First runner, number 14, Devin Tenney.
All right, so 1 out here. Runners at first and second. Benson with his first at bat of the game. Lang is going to throw his 30th pitch here. Off-speed pitch there for a strike. Good pitch.
I think he's finding that outside corner like he was pinpointing that first inning.
Yeah. All right, there's the 0-1 delivery from Lang. That's going to stay. Oh. Man, that looks high and inside, but he says strike, so.
I think it may have caught the tip of the corner.
Okay.
Maybe.
Maybe after it hit the glove, but anyway.
It's a good frame job. That's what you call that.
Yes, that was an excellent frame job. All right, here's the 0-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I don't mind that, again, if he catches that middle of the plate, or at least middle third, but that was like he caught that on the left edge. So for that to come across and then go back out again, that's the hard part, I think,
Yeah,
to
believe.
Yes, harder to see. All right, here's the 1-2 from Lang. Ground ball. That's going to go foul. What a stab there by the assistant coach. Came out of the dugout to rob Coach Hubbard of that ground ball there.
I know, he was about to field it.
Yeah, he was ready.
Working it.
And he said, oh, okay, fine. Young guys, All right, 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Benson. Pitch comes in. And he says strikeout. So catches him looking. That's a second strikeout for Lang. And that's going to bring up the second baseman, Colt Barnhart. Again, 2 outs here in the top of the second inning, runners at first and second. And a chance here for Barnhart to grab an RBI. So Lang's got 2 strikeouts and 2 walks so far, so kind of a 50-50 there. All right, here's the pitch. Off speed for a strike. Again, I think that's been his best pitch so far, is that off-speed pitch. He's able to locate it pretty well. 0-1. says that's just outside for a ball. And again, we are off center a little bit. So
yeah, so it's tough
we
to
do
see
have
that
to
far
admit
side.
and even the near one, right?
Well, I was going to say the inside pitch we could see really well.
See, now I'm
but-
off, so that's maybe why I missed that one. I'll admit I may have had a bad angle, but all right, here's the 1-1. That's a line shot into left field. They're going to hold the runner at third. Good relay in, not quite deep enough, but a single nonetheless. So bags are packed here, and that's going to bring up the left fielder, Braden Williams. All right, so 37 pitches so far for Lang. Again, if anything, you're driving that pitch count up, right?
I think so too, yep. Anything to make them get in the bullpen before you have to.
Right, exactly. So the more pitches you can see, again, that's going to benefit you in the long run. All right, so Lang comes set, comes home. First pitch off speed in for a strike.
Yeah, they're going to have to realize he's painting that outside corner with that pretty easily.
He is. All right, the 0-1. Misses that one low and away. And again, he's been consistent. He hasn't given anything low and outside yet.
No.
So. All right, so 1 ball, 1 strike to Williams here. If he can get on base, that'll bring up the top of the lineup in Brooks. That's down the middle for a strike. Good pitch there by Lang.
I think that was the one he needed right there.
Yeah. So again, bases loaded, 2 outs, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Lang comes set and comes home. Off speed, that is a flare over second base. The center fielder ranges in and makes the grab. So force the pop out there on Williams with the bases loaded. Great job there by Lang getting out of the jam. That's going to do it for the top of the second inning. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back for more action here on NETSN.
Okay, your price is like State Farm, but is your coverage?
How we do things might leave you shocked. Our claims aren't done right. Our process is rough. It's tough.
Can I get help from an agent?
No luck.
Do it online?
No luck.
An app?
No luck.
Take my phone. It's easy, I swear. Like a good neighbor,
State Farm is there.
All right, welcome back, Jeremy Diamond, Jeremy Titsworth. Again, we're in Gilmer, Texas, home of the Gilmer Buckeyes for this district matchup between the Kilgore Bulldogs and the Gilmer Buckeyes. Again, this is the first of 2 games. They're going to play again Friday night in Driller Park in Kilgore, Texas. So, again, we're here at the home of the Buckeyes. Again, a pitcher's duel so far overall. Now, in that last inning, Kilgore got 3 guys on base. They just couldn't get anybody home, so Lang was able to pitch out of a jam. So Hale comes in just throwing 13 pitches in that first inning, and again, he got 3 strikeouts. So that's start. Yeah, I mean, he can't ask for much better than that. So here's the first baseman, Darnold. He hits a ground ball. It's fielded. It's going to be thrown to first. Oh, stretch and tag. Yeah. So that's going to put a runner at first.
Like even if he didn't drop the ball, I still think he would safe though because it pulled him off the bag.
Yeah, that was
a tough one.
Yeah, he tried to do the back tag on that, but couldn't quite make the tag. All right, so here's Aiden Aiken, the right fielder. First pitch inside, strike or ball 1. Almost hit him there. He said he turned our way and said, "Ooh."
He said that was close.
Yeah, he said, "Oh man." All right, here's the pitch. That one is fouled off to our right. That's headed toward the softball fields over there. Hopefully,
it's a good thing I parked ways away.
Yes.
I can't say the same for you.
No, but you know,
It'll hit a building before it hits your
Yeah,
car.
I was gonna say it's gonna have to clear the concession stand. Not that it can't. But 1 ball, 1 strike. What a breaking pitch there.
Yeah, he can watch that all the way in, kind of squatted down to see, like, oh, man.
Yeah. All right, here's the pitch from Hale. 1-2. Breaking ball, and he got him on the inside. So he's given that a couple times. So 4th strikeout there, another Terra Harris State Farm strikeout, and Hale is dealing. All right, so that brings up Austin Blakely, the 3rd baseman. Here's the pitch from Hale. Again, that breaking pitch is on target tonight.
I don't think I've seen anybody swing at it yet.
No, and if you do, it's going to be bad either way, right? Like, all right, the 0-1 from Hale, high for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. That is the benefit tonight, though, is with our camera not being on the net. This net is pretty loose, so we kind of backed it off tonight because it was shooting the sky, and then the wind would blow and it'd shoot the ground, and then it was all over the place. So I didn't feel great about it. So we put it up a little bit higher, so we'll have a better view of the whole field. But we don't have to worry about foul balls off the netting. We might have to worry about a net ball coming our way because it's a loose net, so we got to be ready. But I'd much rather have it come our way than hit some camera. All right, so the 2-1. Hale checks the runner at first. Kicks and fires. Off speed again. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That's the first person that swung at it. And again, like I said, it's probably not going to go well.
Made him look silly.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a nasty pitch.
We could have left it on the net. We could have called that the swing set shot.
That's true. That's true. I'd have gotten nauseous trying to watch it. Throw over to first. Again, you got to make sure, right? You might as well hold the tag on while he's trying to get up, see if he'll call time. So he got back in time. All right, so 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 1 runner on. That one is fouled. That's a low line drive. Ooh.
Oh,
that hit the concession stand, but the wrong side. We're good. We're safe. All right, so car remains in good condition in case anybody's worried. If it does happen, I'll put my Venmo out there. Well, hopefully I'm all right. All right, here's the 2-2 or the 2-2 again. There it was. That would have been the one. 2 balls, 2 strikes. He fouls it back, so we're going to stay alive here.
Right into the loose net.
Yeah, like I said, it's loose. It's that's hard. They're expensive. These nets aren't cheap. These look like at least multi-piece nets. Some of those places, it's like one giant net all the way around. That's going to be crazy to replace, but this one looks like it kind of ties off and starts another one at every pole. All right, here's the 2-2 again. Runner goes. Oh, and he hits him. All right, so runners at runners at first and second. Hale wasn't sure which one to get there. It's a dead ball, buddy. You can't run because they threw 2 balls to the pitcher. All right, so that's going to bring up Aiden Vineyard, the second baseman. So, again, runners at first and second, 1 out here. Bottom of the second inning, score is 0-0 in favor of neither team, right? One of those good pitchers' duels. I guess in favor of the pitchers so far. Would be your stance here.
But it seems to me like each pitcher is kind of facing the same scenario each time they've come up, because now all of a sudden you see Hale kind of facing some things with 2 runners on.
Yeah, kind of almost the mirror, right, of what you saw a little bit ago in the inning. So 2 runners on, 1 out. Pitch comes from Hale. That one's inside for a ball. That caused Vineyard to rethink some life moments there, right? He kind of leaned back. Here's the 1-0. 1-1. Good fastball there right down the pipe. You know, that first one comes in there like that, and you go, oh. And then you're like, all right, I got to be a little wary, right? So it's hard to get reset there and shake that off. And so
then it goes right back with a fastball.
Yeah, then he goes right back to it again. Here's the 1-1. I would expect the sweeper here. Going to foul that one off over our heads.
See, that would have been my car right there.
It would have been. I tried to take the park there. You could have had some free baseballs in the trunk, in the back of the truck. You could have just lifted the trunk up and catch one, you know?
Yeah.
All right, so 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, runners at first and second, 1 out here, bottom of the second inning. Here's the pitch. outside for ball 2. So 2-2 is our count here. Again, back-to-back hitters getting down to 2 strikes. Last one got hit on an off-speed pitch.
Did not break.
No, it did not. Or it started out too far and broke a little, but not enough. All right, here's the 2-2 from Hale. There's that off-speed pitch. That's what he was looking for last time. That is strikeout number 5, another Tara Harris State Farm strikeout. And that puts us to 2 outs here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. And it's going to bring up Judson Dorsett, the center fielder. He caught that shallow pop-up from Williams to end the top of the 2nd inning.
I did like the communication out there. Called off his second baseman.
Yeah, it was a good move there. He's got the easier play. All right, so Hale up to 30 pitches as well here. The pitch in there for a strike.
We just saw too many in previous games, though, where people weren't calling anybody off, and you almost had collisions because of that.
Yeah, it was good, clear communication. The second baseman and the shortstop stopped. All right, here's the 0-1 delivery from Hale. He's going to check the runners and come home. Swing and a miss for strike 2.
A big daddy hack there.
Yeah, he was going yard on that one.
So weird how it can work consistently and then
just out of nowhere decides to dip set on us. Here's the 2-2, or the 0-2, excuse me. And he's going to strike him out. So that's the 6th strikeout, another Tara State Farm strikeout. That's going to do it for the 2nd inning of play. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to be right back with more action here on NETSN. All right, top of the 3rd inning. We're back to the top of the lineup here for the Bulldogs. So that's going to bring up the leadoff man, Kason Brooks, followed by Colton Hale and then Kason Clayton. All right, so laying up for his 3rd inning of work here. Forgot a guy was in. He was still getting ready. All right, here's the pitch from him. That one's fouled off. Again, I think attacking that first pitch is probably not a bad idea with this pitcher. He's really been in the zone with almost every first pitch.
And it's usually that breaking pitch, though,
Yes.
or that off speed, I mean.
All right, gets him there, so 0-2. Outside, so 1 ball, 2 strikes. Good eye there by Brooks, not to offer that one. Again, it's tough when you're down 0-2. You want to protect, but stayed smart there and didn't chase. All right, here's the 1-2. Little off-speed pitch, grounded to 3rd. The throw comes over to 1st, in time for the out.
Crazy thing about that is Brooks almost beat that out.
He did. I'm telling you, that speed is incredible. Yeah, and it wasn't a slow ground ball by any means. A 2-hopper, and yeah, he's got crazy speed. All right, so Colton Hale up for his 2nd plate appearance. Again, he's 0 for 1. Again, Lang went 3 up, 3 down in that 1st inning, so Hale looking to help his cause out a little bit here.
Yes, he did.
All right, so it says a foul tip strike.
Okay.
Again, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. We're glad you did. All right, the pitch misses that one for a ball. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, we're always grateful for you tuning in. We probably would talk to each other, but it's nice to talk to other people as well. And
on occasion.
Yeah. So here's the 1-1. And again, if you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button. That gets our follower count up. It also allows you to know when we go live.
There you go.
And then it also allows you to comment and let us know where you're watching from and who you're cheering for. All right, the 1-2 stays alive. A little poke shot foul there.
I would say for every sport because we cover everything,
Yes.
all of the above.
Yeah, football, basketball, baseball, softball, and so and even every once in a while we throw a soccer game or something in there. So it'll let you know when we go live. And he gets it. So a strikeout there for Lang. Yeah, that was kind of a delayed call. I think the guy forgot. He was like, wait, which way do I? All right, so 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd inning. And, again, it's a 0-0 score, kind of a pitcher's duel overall. Each of them had a little bit of a little bump there in the 2nd inning, but no runs across the plate. And, again, just the 1 hit for Kilgore so far, which is what's even crazier, to have the bases loaded and just 1 hit out of it. Misses outside for ball 1. So Clayton coming in 0 for 1 on the day as well.
I think this is going to be reminiscent to the last game we did where they got to work this pitch count high up for the starting pitcher.
Off-speed pitch there. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah, I think this is that thing where you want to try to get to the second guy, right, the way these pitchers are going so far.
Only because in the previous game when the starting pitcher went out, it's finally when Kilgore got something working.
Yes. All right, 1 ball, 1 strike here. Says outside, so ball 2. I'm having to fight, trying to decide, do I watch live at a bad angle or do I watch the camera, right? Because sometimes it looks outside or inside and it's not. All right, here's the pitch. Strike there. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. So deuces are wild here. All right, and the 2-2 delivery. That's high.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I love to see.
All right, so we're going to go to a full count here. So Clayton stays alive again. Lang is up to 55 pitches in just not even 3 full innings of work yet. All right, here's the 3-2 delivery from Lang. Off-speed, ground ball, foul. Good scoop there by Coach Hubbard. I didn't get it on the camera there, but I didn't flip fast enough. I was a little slow. But Coach Hubbard, good job there with the fundamentals. 2 hands on the scoop, making sure he got it clean. All right, here's the 3-2 again. And he says just out.
That was
I was going to say that was ball 4. Okay. I was like, wait a second, that should have been ball 4. Everybody, all 4 of us, the scorekeeper, everybody's looking at each other like, wait, wasn't that ball 4? The umpire didn't really give a clear, like,
no,
you're going to the base.
Signal.
Yeah, so Edney's up to bat here. All right, and again, Edney, I believe, was walked in that first inning, or in the second inning, excuse me. So runner at first here, 2 outs. Outside for a ball.
If Edney can work a walk here, we might have deja vu of the second inning all
Feels
over
like
again.
that weird thing where you get 2 outs and then all of a sudden you fight out of it. That ball gets away. That's going to send Clayton to second. So wild pitch there by Lang. Yeah, there's nothing there that Griffin's going to be able to do to get that one.
No. At least we can say tonight it was in the dirt.
That's right. Yes, it was in the dirt. No turf dirt, just dirt.
Thanks. Can I have my name back?
Everybody good? All right, now we're back. All right. Kind of a weird timeout there. Not sure exactly what was happening, but we're set, whatever it was. Here's the 2-0. Misses outside for ball 3. I think you might have called this one. Looks like kind of the same scenario as the first or the last inning there, where start out smooth and then kind of hit a little rough patch. So let's see if Kilgore could do something about it. Here's the 3-0, and he's going to miss that one for ball 4. So that's going to put runners at first and second, and it's going to bring up number 9, Jackson Dickey. He's 0 for 1. Again, a base hit here with the speed of Clayton. Again, with 2 outs, it should score a run if you can get it out into the grass soon enough.
Get you a nice little gap here.
Yeah. Found a spot. Takes that first one and fouls it back. Uh-oh. That sounded like it might have hit the cooking equipment back there. Hopefully it didn't hit somebody's smoker. Get a little fried baseball. A little smoked baseball there. All right, here's the 0-1. Outside, 1-1. Again, that's not the part of the cow you usually want to smoke, not the outside, the skin.
No.
It doesn't taste the same.
Although, you could take it home to your dog.
That's true. That's true. Swing and a miss there from Dickey. All right, so we got a hot sauce 3,110. He says Kilgore class of 97. Let's go number 5. I like it. Thanks for tuning in. All right, the 1-2. Oh, good job there by Dickey of just staying alive, just kind of getting a hold of a little piece of it.
That's all he needed.
Yeah, Applegate got a sprint over in the shin guards there because got 2 outs. So, all right. So Jackson stays alive. He's going to get a 1-2 pitch again. Here it comes. Ground ball to the shortstop. He's going to throw to first in time for the out. So that's going to do it for the top of the 3rd inning. Again, a couple guys get on, but no harm, no foul. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back for more action here on NETSN. Everybody out here. Hale's going to focus on the leadoff man, Turner. He squares to bunt, lays down a great bunt up the third base line. Throw goes to first. Not in time. Not quite able to make the tag there. So, again, a great bunt there.
Now batting number 1, Dylan Griffith.
All right, so runners at first and second here. We got
Pinch runner.
courtesy runner coming in. Okay. Interesting.
Pitch runner number 12, Avian Phillips.
All right, so Avian Phillips, number 12, coming into pinch run here.
They said he's fast, so he's got some wheels.
Okay. Interesting move, though, bringing out your left fielder to have a pinch runner. He did kind of come up a little hobbled, so I wonder if on that slide back he just didn't
catch himself
step
right.
Funny, yeah. All right. Squares to bunt again. Lays down a bunt. Benson covers, looks, throws to first. In time for the out. So a good sacrifice bunt there. So runners advance, but the runner's out there. So good pickup there by the first baseman, Benson. Rotates it to the second baseman, and we get the out. So 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd. Again, Gilmer's done a good job so far of moving guys around. So runners at 2nd and 3rd with 1 out. And that's going to bring up the catcher, the pitcher, Ryder Lang. Sorry about that. So Ryder Lang is 0 for 1. Going to look to help out his cause here. Again, a base hit should bring in a run.
Almost reminiscent of what we see Kilgore normally do.
Yeah. It's going to be a ground ball foul. Good scoop there by the coach. Got that one on camera, so give him a little credit there. Good 2-hand fundamental scoop. So both coaches have displayed the proper technique there of fielding a ground ball without a glove.
Showing their team.
That's right. Do it like I do it. All right, here's the 0-1 from Hale. Woo! Got him with that high stinking cheddar. It smells so nice, and he went right through it.
That was crispy.
Yeah, it was. All right, so Hale's got him 0-2. Just outside for a ball, so 1 ball, 2 strikes. Couldn't get him to chase there. I would not be surprised if that old sweeper comes in here. That's going to be what happens here is you're going to get that off-speed pitch. He's going to try to bring it over the inside part of that plate there and see if he can freeze Lang. Here's the 1-2. Ooh, just misses.
Interesting.
Hale wanted to know where that was, so Applegate said, I think just a hair outside. It was close.
Yeah.
All right, so 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here. Again, runners at 2nd and 3rd. It's a little flare out to right field. Williams makes the catch. The runner tags from 3rd. And the run scores. And then they're going to advance a runner to 3rd. So sac fly. That's going to score there.
Now batting number 3, Brendan Garland.
All right, so 1-0 Gilmer. Again, we've got 2 outs now. Here's the pitch. Just outside for a ball. So again, a runner at 3rd base. 2 outs here in the inning.
Yeah, I think Hale was afraid to go back to that breaking pitch a while ago because when he asked where it was, so we went back to fastball and you saw how it was hit.
Yeah. And again, not tons of contact, really just kind of a flare. Then Williams reaches up and grabs it, and then he kind of hustled to throw in. He probably didn't need to hustle in because that tag was going to be there either way.
Yeah.
Because of how he had to catch it, right? If he catches that clean at the chest, you might have a play at the plate. All right, strike one there.
I think just hit your cutoff man and basically call it a day at that point.
Right, because what happened is it allowed the runner to advance to third when the throw got away, right?
Yep.
So you kind of doubled down there. But, again, just 1-0 Gilmer. 2-1 pitch. Little nub over to third base. Smith scoops, throws to first in time for the out. All right, so ground out there, and that's going to do it for the third inning of play. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back with more action here on NETSN.
Okay, your price is like State Farm, but is your coverage?
How we do things might leave you shocked. Our claims aren't done right. Our process is rough. It's tough.
Can I get help from an agent?
No luck.
Do it online?
No luck.
An app?
No luck.
Take my phone. It's easy, I swear. Like a good neighbor,
State Farm is there.
All right, top of the fourth inning here. Miles Applegate up to bat. First pitch off speed, fouls it back to us. All right, here's the 0-1. Low. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, 1-0 Gilmer, a courtesy of that run there in the bottom of the third inning on the sac fly. Kind of a weird sac fly, a line out sac fly. Doesn't happen a lot.
Not really.
All right, the 1-1 delivery from Lang. Low and outside for ball 2.
I will say since the early innings, though, Lang has kind of struggled with the strike zone a little bit.
I agree. That pitch is high, so 3 balls, 1 strike here.
But then somehow he recovers late in the inning. It's been crazy.
Yeah, it is. It's like there's a hiccup somewhere, and then he's like, oh, yeah, I got to get it out, And again, hats off to him for doing it. That's a loud, long fly ball out of play. It's going to go over to the batting cage area. Just a hair late on that one. So full count here, 3 balls, 2 strikes to Applegate. Here's the pitch. Line shot right over second base for a base hit. Good piece of hitting there by Miles, staying alive and then finding a pitch to drive.
There you go. Worked it till he found a pitch he liked.
That's right. All right, the first baseman, Brody Benson, is up. So Benson's 0 for 1. And then now we're going to get, I believe that's going to be number 14, Devin Tenney as the courtesy runner. So Applegate will be able to get his gear on and get ready while Tenney takes over the running duty. He's got just a little bit more speed than Miles. So again, a threat here to steal. So Lang is going to have to pay attention to that. Bunt squared by Benson. Benson puts down a great bunt.
That's a beautiful bunt.
Throw goes to first. In time for the out, but he does his job, so sacrifice bunt, and that's going to put the runner at second base. So, again, great job there by Kilgore of manufacturing movement, right? It's kind of what they do. That's what they're known for. So Tenney gets to second, and that's going to bring up Colt Barnhart. He's 1 for 1. He had that nice little single to right field last time up. Let's see if he can do some damage here. He's going to swing at the first pitch. And they said they got 10. That was a little hit and run there. So caught stealing. And again, Barnhart did everything he could there to protect his guy, but it was kind of a late jump. Tenney got there.
I think if he'd have been a little bit quicker on it, but, man, that was tough. Barnhart definitely defended there, but.
Yeah, great throw there from the catcher.
I'll say great throw by Griffin there.
1 ball, 1 strike here. That one's low, so ball 1.
And that's a tough spot, though, too, because now all of a sudden Kilgore had something cooking, and you're back to square one.
And again, you got to take some chances, right? And,
you do.
And with the speed of Tenney, you think that'll be successful. But, again, a great throw and really probably the worst pitch to go on because it was a high fastball, right? Yeah. He throws off speed there, or it's low and away like the last 2 pitches, and he's in at third safe, right? And that's kind of the chance you take, and that's part of the chess match. Like that one would have been, now he's that's the crazy thing. But, again, you can't predict the future, and you got to –
definitely not a high fastball going to bring the catcher out of his position anyways, and he's already ready to throw.
Right. So 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here. Barnhart looking to stay alive. Swings through that one and misses. So full count here. Again, like you said, Lang has managed to kind of pitch himself out of trouble a couple times. So, all right, here's the full count pitch from him. Right down the middle. So they're going to say strike 3. That's the 4th strikeout for Lang. We're going to take a short break. We're going to be back for bottom of the 4th inning action here on NETSN.
Okay, your price is like State Farm, but is your coverage?
How we do things might leave you shocked. Our claims aren't done right. Our process is rough. It's tough.
Can I get help from an agent?
No luck.
Do it online?
No luck.
An app?
No luck.
Take my phone. It's easy, I swear. Like a good neighbor,
State Farm is there.
All right, welcome back. Jeremy Diamond, Jeremy Titsworth. We're in Gilmer, Texas for a great district matchup so far. Again, 1-0 in favor of Gilmer. Colton Hale up for his 4th inning of work, sitting at 46 pitches, and he's looking to kind of keep the game at 1-0, and Gilmer would love nothing more than to bust this thing open. So
I was trying to figure out what the umpire was
yeah,
asking for.
I know that's kind of what I was looking to. So he was asking them to tweak something or twist something. I don't know. But, again, a great game so far. Both teams have acquitted themselves well. And, again, Gilmer took advantage of getting guys to 2nd and 3rd and got a sac fly right. And then, unfortunately, on the other end of it, on the next inning, Kilgore gets a guy at 2nd, and he's thrown out trying to steal 3rd. And then, unfortunately, you get a strikeout, and it ends the inning. And so, again, that's how the breaks go sometimes. So Kilgore going to look here to shut the door. And, again, if you're Gilmer, you'd love nothing more than to put up another run or 2 to try to push this one out ahead where they can't come back. So a big inning here for Colton Hale.
It's a big inning for both squads. If you can get a 3-up, 3-down right here for Kilgore.
Yeah. And Aiden Aiken 0 for 1. First pitch, he's flinching on that sweeper. Did you see that?
Yeah.
He said that's going to get me. Oh, never mind. It's in the middle. Again, when that pitch is on, Hale's a completely different pitcher. All right, here's the 0-1 delivery. Why not throw him back-to-back sweepers, right? He buckled at the first one. Let's see a second one. Now he's going to go gas here. I'd go heater up high. He's going to have to
go
swing
outside.
Yeah, he might. All right, so here's the 0-2 delivery. May just go 3rd sweeper. Why not? And he gets him. So that is another Tara Harris State Farm strikeout, number 7 for Colton Hale. And that's going to bring up the 3rd baseman, Austin Blakely. So quickly, first man out here. All right, so Blakely with his 2nd at bat here. First pitch from Hale. Off speed, it's lined down the right field line and out of play. Goes behind the tarp over there. So I think that one's probably lost for a little bit unless somebody's going to climb back there.
Good job by Blakely, kind of waiting on that one.
Yeah, he's trying to push that one to the opposite field. Here's the 0-1 from Hale. That one's low. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. That one's fouled back. That one came and hit the top of the bricks there. Kind of kicked around funny. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out here.
I see people videoing y'all. Be careful.
Yeah, I was going to say, you get too close to that, you can get in trouble. A video camera, you get your phone and your face all at once.
The way this net's loose like it is.
Yeah, it's got a lot of give in it. All right, Hale comes set. Here's the 1-2. Fouled, stays alive. Ooh, that one clipped the top of the netting there. That might have gone to my car had it not, so we'll be grateful for that. So foul ball there.
I like this little stat thing, man. Said Blakely had a 7-pitch at bat last time.
Yeah, it is nice. I got to figure out, there's a way to put it over here on my side, too. I got to get to that point. Haven't quite gotten to that pay level, or not pay level, but expertise level on my end.
So, yeah, figuring it out. It's just
yes. Yeah, there's a way to get a director's thing where I can look at it and look at some stats as well. I got to get that part played with and settle in here. And so, again, 1 ball, 2 strikes, back-to-back foul balls, and Blakely doing what he did last time, right, trying to see a lot of pitches here. I think he's already at 5. Here's the pitch from Hale. Fouls another one off. That one hit the light pole and came back down. Look out. That was danger zone. That went right down by the dugout. Thing hit that light pole and came straight right. Looked like a couple of the tee shots and golf shots I saw at the Masters over the weekend where it looked like it was going to go out of play and it kicked back into play. Here's the 1-2. That one's in the dirt. So 2 balls, 2 strikes.
How about Blakely working a long at bat?
Yeah.
Twice now.
So 2-2. I think this is pitch number 8. So he said, 7 the first time. Let's go another. All right, here's the 2-2 from Hale. And it hits him. So Blakely on again. That's going to bring up Aiden Vineyard. So Aiden Vineyard, the second baseman, is 0 for 1. So again, Hale with the 7 strikeouts, but he does have a couple of hit by pitch. So I think Applegate's just going to try to talk to him a minute here, Hey, we're good, let's keep it going.
Yeah. Calm down a little bit.
Yeah, and again, the sophomore doing a good job at catcher of just keeping his pitcher engaged, right, and just making sure they're on the same page. Really been impressed with Miles. Again, being a younger guy at catcher with a lot of pitchers that are seniors, he's handled the staff just admirably. I think he's done a great job. And
sometimes being that starting catcher, you're thrust into a leadership role regardless.
Right. Yeah, classification may not matter. I agree. All right, so here's the first pitch to Vineyard. That sweeper in for a strike. Got Vineyard to buckle a little bit on that one.
That's the 11th batter he's thrown their first pitch strike to.
All right, there's the 0-1. Fouls that one back out of play.
You're welcome for that stat.
No, great. I love it. I need it. I know.
11 of 16 batters he's thrown in a strike first pitch.
That's pretty good odds there. Again, kind of that same thing. You might not be a bad idea to swing at that first one, right? Kind of the same deal here. All right, so 0-2 here. Checks the runner. Here's the pitch. And gets him. Just locks him up there. Strikeout number 8, another Terra Harris State Farm strikeout. And Gilmer is down to their last out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And that's going to bring up Judson Dorsett, the center fielder. Again, he's also 0 for 1 on the day. And 8 strikeouts in less than 4 innings is pretty impressive.
I'd say so.
Yeah. I mean, I think anybody would take that one.
I'd say it's a good night's work.
All right, ground ball to the third baseman, Smith. He scoops. Throws to first in plenty of time. So that's going to do it for the 4th inning of play. Again, your score is 1-0 in favor of the Buckeyes. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back with more action here on NETSN.
This is where legends rise. On the hardwood, under the lights, from the buzzer beaters to the rim rockers, we bring you the action. Raw, real, relentless. We cover every angle, every story, from the blacktop to the big stage. Your favorite hoopers, your squads, your passion, all in one place, only on NETSN. Live games, exclusive shows. This is the future of basketball culture. 24/7 sports entertainment. This isn't just a network, this is a movement. Welcome to NETSN. Game on.
All right, welcome back. Jeremy Diamond, Jeremy Titsworth here for NETSN. We're in Gilmer, Texas, home of the Buckeyes. Again, Gilmer has a 1-0 lead here, top of the 5th inning. Again, Lang is up for another inning of work, and he's going to face the 9th place hitter Williams. Then he's going to go back to the top of the lineup with Brooks and Hale. So really 3 guys with some speed. So if we can get some guys on the base path here, Kilgore can do something with it. And then Lang comes with a first pitch strike.
He's like, watch this.
Yeah. He said, what'd you say about getting guys on? I'll show you. All right, and again, 0-1 delivery. That one's low, so low and outside. Try to put a little extra on that one. And
I will say, though, with Lang, we kind of talked about the strike zone a little bit, but he has walked as many batters as he has strikeouts. He's got 4 apiece, so it's been a what's it going to be? Strikeout, walk.
Feast or famine.
Yep.
Yeah. Agreed. Here's the 1-1. Off speed.
Nasty.
Man, that thing was like an eephus pitch. That was moving. I mean, Williams flinched twice to try to decide if he's going to swing. It's like that first pitch you see in slow pitch softball, right? It's like, wait. It's like patience. Here's the 1-2. That one's in the dirt. Again, 2 balls, 2 strikes. A little Jekyll and Hyde there.
Had me twitching at it for a second.
I mean, it did. It just seemed to hang up there, and then it just kind of – I mean, it looked like literally you put it on a rail. It just kind of rolled over the plate. That's that one you want back. You're like, oh, man, I could have creamed that one. All right, here's the 2-2 delivery. Outside, so full count here. Good job by Williams there of laying off that pitch. All right, here's the 3-2. And called strike 3.
I believe that was a 50-50 call. There was another low one there, but
yeah. All right, so Brooks is 0-2 on the night. All right, first pitch to Brooks. Off speed. Brooks does what we said earlier, just drive that thing out somewhere. So base hit there by Kaysen.
There you go.
Right to his center field counterpart. That thing almost hung up. It tried.
It did, but luckily it dropped right in front of center field.
Yeah, and the center fielder was a little bit deeper, so that allowed that to happen. Again, Colton Hale is also 0-2 on the day, so maybe he can go do what his teammate there, Brooks, did and get off the schneid here. Again, Brooks is immediately going to put pressure on this pitcher. You watch. He's going to have a long look that way, and if he doesn't, Brooks may not be there very long. So, all right, 1 ball, no strikes here.
That's probably a good thing, though. Brooks staying in his mind, though, because it seems it's got him off.
Comes home, misses outside ball 2, and again, he really hasn't given Brooks much of a look.
No, I think he's kind of peaked a little bit, but
not like you see most guys, and maybe they have a call or a signal, but Brooks going to take a little bit bigger lead. That's an off-speed pitch for a strike, so 2 balls, 1 strike here to Colton Hale. Again, Hale would love nothing more than to help his own cause out here. He's been brilliant on the mound. He's just got to get something here in the base. And there goes, I mean, Brooks was going before the ball ever left the pitcher's hand.
Yeah, that's that whole thing about him just peeking. He wasn't really looking at him.
So, stolen base there.
Oh, my bad.
Almost. I mean, it wasn't indifference, but it would normally in a game you'd call that indifference because it was so easy, right? Yeah. He was moving before the pitcher had even hardly come set. All right, the 3-1. Misses outside, ball 4.
But that's that old thing, though. Brooks is out there playing with the pitcher, and he wasn't concentrating on the batter.
Yeah, again, I'm telling you, just getting that first guy on changes so much.
Get to play chess a little more, I guess you'd say.
Yeah, so Coach McNeil's going to call a timeout here, and I think we're going to get a courtesy runner. It looks like Dre Sanders is going to be the courtesy runner for Hale here, the pitcher.
There you go.
In the meantime, Coach McNeil's just trying to settle Lang in here a little bit.
Could also let him know, like, hey.
Right, and Clayton's got some pop. He can bunt, so I think this is not a sure thing, right? Like, oh, I know what it was. So they were asking him to turn the scoreboard. That's what it was.
Oh, because the light was shining.
Yeah, because the light of it was distracting. Okay, because I looked over and was like, oh, that's weird. The scoreboard's crooked, but that's why. They were asking for that to be twisted for the pitcher's sake.
Weird that it's got lights on the inside like that. Like,
yeah.
You don't see that very often.
No, and I'm kind of, I don't.
It can be distracting,
Yeah, for sure. It feels like one of those scoreboards you have like at a gym that's like your third gym that you have to play a game in, right? Like,
yeah.
That
like a basketball.
Because there is a big scoreboard out there, so I don't know if that's just for the pitcher's benefit or maybe for the I don't know. It's an interesting deal. All right, so Clayton up to bat here. Runners at first and second. Just one out here in the bottom or the top of the fifth. That's a line drive out to center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. And Brooks had to kind of check up there, so he holds.
Yeah, I think he was trying to make sure that it was actually going to drop because it was the same hit Brooks just had.
Yeah, it just hung up a little bit in the air, a little bit longer. I think that drops down a little sooner in Brooks' easy home. But, again, bases loaded here for your cleanup guy, Kason Edney, tonight's DH. Probable starter for Friday, I would assume.
I could see that.
It'll be him or Benson, but I would assume it's going to be Edney. Typically, Edney's taking the Friday night games, but, again, you never know. All right, so again, runners at all three bases, speed at all three bases, and Edney up at the plate. First pitch misses, ball one. Lang is up to 93 pitches here, so he can only get to that 110. I mean, he's creeping up there.
They're working him.
Yeah, so the 1-0 from Lang. Outside, ball two. And again, 110 is the limit, so you can finish the batter you're currently on when you hit 110, but you cannot start a new batter after that moment. So he's running the end of his cycle here.
It's also give or take on our number as well.
Yes, yeah, we might not be perfect. We're pretty close, but it may not be perfect.
A couple of fouls may have been uncalculated.
Yeah, so it might be more, right? So we're going with a rough estimate here.
Yeah.
And again, that throw to first was nothing doing.
No.
Nobody really covering first there, but just trying to keep somebody honest. But again, with Brooks at third, that's dangerous. All right, here's the pitch. That is a sky-high pop-up into shallow right field. The second baseman covers. Tag, and nobody comes. All right, so 2 outs. And it's up to Jackson Dickey here. Again, this is the second time the Bulldogs have loaded the bases, and they came away the first time without any runs. And, again, that would be just devastating to do the same thing here again.
It will, and definitely you would go back and look at this game if this is the story of this game is how many people you've left on.
Yeah, a lot of guys left on base. All right, so Lang steps off and resets. And we have him somewhere in the mid to high 90s on pitches. I'm not sure how that's not a balk.
Yeah, I think that's what he's asking.
He's picking his foot up, putting it down, and doing it twice. Yeah, he's stepping toward the plate. I mean, it's going to be – you got to ask the question. I think it's the right call because he did. He picked his foot up, and then he stepped forward, which you can't do.
Yeah.
Again, it's a bummer if it happens, but – okay. Man. All right, so no dice on that one. Again, often you don't always win the appeal, but that's going to at least put that in the thoughts.
They're going to watch for it now.
Yeah.
That's the biggest
But, again,
there.
I think it was the right thing. He kind of came set, and his foot came forward a little bit, and he reset again, which you can't come closer. That was much more deliberate. That's going to be a line drive to the left field. They're going to send in the second run. The relay is late, and it is a 2-run single for Jackson Dickey. What a great piece of hitting there by him. So we got runners at first and second here, 2 outs, and that's going to bring up the catcher, Miles Applegate. So Miles was almost ready to resume his role behind the plate, and not so fast.
I think even what happened there, too, though, with Lang is it kind of delayed things a little bit. So it kind of threw him off his rhythm.
Yeah.
So therefore, he come out, first pitch swinging, Dickey hits one to
left
field.
I love the approach there from Dickey.
Yeah.
Right? If I see something close, I'm going to drive it. And, again, perfect shot there. Ball got down and it drives in 2. So 2-1 Kilgore here. First pitch off speed, ground ball foul. Just a little ahead of that one. It's hard to wait on that off speed pitch, but he needed to wait just a hair longer. All right, the 0-1 delivery from Lang. That's a loud, high foul ball. That's a headache for the softball field. Man.
I don't even know where that went.
Yeah, I missed it. That once it hits through the netting coming back down, I lost it, but that's dangerous.
I did hear a game the other day where these fields are closed like this, and the baseball ended up in the softball field.
That's crazy.
Almost hit somebody.
Here's the 0-2 in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Well, so if you've been to Tatum,
yeah,
the little league field is right behind it, and I don't know how many foul balls have come so close. And little kids are running up and down that hill. Man, it's so scary. We had a girl was running down the hill, and the ball literally skipped between her feet. I mean, it was about as close as you could get. Line shot there from Applegate into right field. The right fielder unable to come up with it. They're going to send the runner home, and he scores. The ball gets away. Runners are going to advance a base potentially. Slide, and he's safe. So a single RBI there. All right, so 3-1 in favor of the Bulldogs. So runners sitting at second and third base, and Coach McNeil is going to bring his guy out. All right, so we have a new pitcher. So Ty Stevenson is going to slide in to the pitcher's mound. And then we're going to get a shuffle here, it looks like, potentially. So we're going to kind of see what happens.
Yeah, I was trying to see where Ryder lands.
Yeah, it looks like Vineyard might be coming off. He's kind of came into the dugout, so I wonder if we're going to get a shift here. So we'll kind of see what happens with that, and then we'll let you know. So we'll kind of wait and see here. We're kind of in a holding pattern like you are to figure out what's happening here. So let's take a short break, and then when we come back, we'll give you an update on where everybody is.
Okay, your price is like State Farm, but is your coverage?
How we do things might leave you shocked. Our claims aren't done right. Our process is rough. It's tough.
Can I get help from an agent?
No luck.
Do it online?
No luck.
An app?
No luck.
Take my phone. It's easy, I swear. Like a good neighbor,
State Farm is there.
All right, welcome back. So Ty Stevenson on the mound. And he replaces Lang, who moves over to second, and he's going to knock Vineyard back to the dugout. So Lang takes over at second base. First pitch there is just outside for a ball. So Stevenson, obviously a different build here. He's more the mold of like your Case and Edney, Brody Benson, right? Tall and lanky.
Yeah.
Kind of a downhill throw. That pitch is in the dirt.
Almost your typical pitcher you see.
Yes, yeah, where Lang is more of your compact guy. You'd say that second baseman build is a pretty likely look, right?
There you go, yeah.
Yeah, he kind of has that build to him. But, again, it did a great job on the mound. Just kind of had some unfortunate bounces here and a couple singles, and it's 3-1 Kilgore with runners in position again to score more. That's a strike.
Yeah, I'll say Stevenson will notice he'll call those inside strikes. He hadn't called much on the outside. That's why he's had 2 balls.
Yeah, and again, if you're Benson, you got to know that, right? So you got to protect that inside part of the plate. So here's the 2-1 from Stevenson. That's low. So 3 balls, 1 strike. Again, 2 outs here. Again, 6 hits for Kilgore now. All right, here's the 3-1. So he said that was a strike. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Kind of a delay there. Yeah.
Well,
I thought he was pointing to first, or
he was trying to figure out which way he was throwing strikeouts.
Yeah.
I was like, all right.
All right, so here's the full count pitch here to Benson. That's a line shot out to left center field. That's going to get down. They're going to send the runner from second. The throw is high and wide. So a RBI single there for Benson is going to score 2. And then Benson's going to scoot to second on the overthrow.
There you go. That's how you get 2 more in.
All right, so 5-1 in favor of Kilgore. All right, here's the pitch from Stevenson. High and outside for a ball. And again, Kilgore's done all this damage with 2 outs. That's kind of been their MO this year.
Yeah.
Is they battle, and they've done a great job of doing it so far. All right, so 5-1 Kilgore here. Top of the 5th inning, 2 outs. Runner at second. Swing and a miss there from Barnhart. So 1 ball, 1 strike.
I feel like if you're Barnhart here, you just want to keep things rolling.
Yeah, just relax
Put
here
it in
and
play.
Put a ball in play, put a bat to ball. All right, here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss there. He pulled the string on that one, took something off of that one, and kind of a change-up look there. And Colt's been a hitter for this team off and on, and he's kind of the guy that often doesn't hit when there's a DH, but is tonight with Brody Smith playing third. So Edney takes the DH spot, and then Barnhart's in the lineup to hit. All right, so 2-2 and 2 outs here. Runner at second, so Deuce is wild here. Pitch comes home. Great job there by Barnhart staying alive. Fouls that one just out of play. All right, so Stevenson gets the sign, comes set. Again, we're going to do the 2-2 again. Comes home. Off speed. Oh, man. I don't know. I might have let that one hit me.
I'm about to say I would have stayed in there.
Yeah, I'd have flinched, and I think I'd have let that clip the shin there. But, you know, sometimes your first instinct is not to do that, right? It's
Jump
you
out
have
of
to
the
fight
way.
nature. Yeah. All right, so full count here for Barnhart. He fouls another one back. That's a line shot foul right over the top.
Right to somebody's car.
Yeah. That one might have been in that field right behind us. I think that one was safe, but that was a rip. He needed that to go the other way. That would have been a base hit. All right, so full count pitch again here to Barnhart. Stevenson comes into he calls time. No pitch there. It was the right call. He got him pre-wind-up. It was good job there by Barnhart of calling time. It was a little bit longer than he wanted. Didn't feel settled.
The only trouble with that, though, is the ump doesn't always have to grant that.
That's true. Yeah, late like that. All right, here's the 3-2 again. And he gets him on the strikeout. All right, so strikeout number 1 for Stevenson. That's going to do it for the top of the 5th inning. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back with more action here on NETSN. All right, welcome back. Bottom of the 5th inning. That was a wild one. 5-1 now in favor of Kilgore. This game kind of flipped there in that inning.
Score 5 runs with 2 outs.
Yeah, I mean, all that done with 2 outs, a lot of damage there. And, again, that chased the starting pitcher out. And then Stevenson came in and gave up a couple, but settled in and got the strikeout on Barnhart there to limit the damage to just 5 runs. But, again, 5 big ones in a game that's had not a lot of hits, right? I mean, Gilmer just has 2. And then Kilgore is up to 7 hits now. All right, so Hale comes set, comes home. That one's fouled back over the top, so strike 1. All right, here's the 0-1 delivery. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Didn't quite come across it, hung out there.
Break enough.
Yeah, and again with the lefty, you're going to get it's going to be harder to get that outside if he's going with what he's been doing all night. That outside is going to be a tough call anyway.
Yep.
All right, here's the 1-1 from Hale. Kicks and fires. Off-speed gets him. Yeah, that's the one he wanted.
He said, hold on, let me shift everything over just a little bit.
And again, Tavion Horn was like, what in the world, right? And again, he's had a hit tonight, so one of the guys that has, I believe.
Yeah, it was a double.
Yeah, he had the double. That's right, the one that went over Williams' head. That one's in the dirt. Wow. That does not happen very often.
Have
that
you
ball
ever seen
skipped
that?
off the plate, off the shin guard, and over the net. I think that's got to be a first. I don't know. But that was crazy.
Truly a pass ball on that one.
That was wild. All right, 2 balls, 2 strikes here. Comes inside, just misses. All right, so full count here to the 9th place hitter, Horn. And then that's going to bring up after him is going to be Turner and Griffin. Hale comes set, comes home, and he got him. There's another Terra Harris State Farm strikeout. That's number 9 for Colton Hale. And again, Horn was just frozen there. Nothing you can do with that. Even if he hits it, he might foul that off. So great pitch there by Colton Hale. And now we have 1 out here, bottom of the 5th inning. And that's going to bring up, there's our sub here. No, never mind. I'm wrong. That's Turner. That's the shortstop. My fault. It's in the dark now. I'm having a hard time reading numbers in the dark over here.
Need a flashlight?
Yeah, I might. First pitch out. Outside for a ball, I think. I hesitated because I wasn't sure. He looked like he might have been moving to the strike. All right, 1-0. Inside and low for ball 2.
Definitely a different way. Hale hasn't started a batter off like this.
Yeah. Again, Turner 1 for 2.
Interesting.
Yeah, just got to settle in. You're good. 3-0. I think it was maybe a little high. It was up by the numbers, but, man, it's been close. It's been called some tonight, so I can see the frustration. That's in there for a strike.
I mean, that was right down
Yeah, I mean, that
front
was,
center.
I was like, at first I thought he was going to say ball. I was like, oh, no. All right, here's the 3-1 from Hale. It's a ground ball to the second baseman, Barnhart. He scoops, throws to first, in time for the out. So a 4-3 ground out there, and that's going to be 2 outs here, bottom of the 5th inning. And that's going to bring up the catcher, number 1, Dylan Griffin. Griffin's done a good job behind the plate as well catching. He's not really your typical catcher build either. He's not a big guy, right?
No.
He's not a big guy in frame, and so
I'm about to say they have another guy on their team that looks more like the catcher build.
yeah, isn't that interesting? It's always interesting, but again, he's done a great job. First pitch strike there, that off speed, that breaking ball. It's been effective all night.
To bread and butter, go back to it.
That's right. As many times as they're going to let you. All right, here's the 0-1 from Hale. Just misses that one a little low and outside. So 1 ball, 1 strike here. Again, if Griffin gets on, that's going to bring up, I think it's going to bring Lang in. That one's high for a ball. So what we think is going to happen is that when we get to the 7th hitter, Vineyard, I think that's where the pitcher Stevenson will come in, and they may pinch hit again there. All right, 2-1. Strike 2, and again, that's always what's weird about this is you guys can re-enter and leave, and it gets a little wonky. And our system that system that we use for scoring doesn't always allow us to do that, so it gets a little weird sometimes. But here's the 2-2 with 2 outs. Off speed again, ground ball to Barnhart. Barnhart scoops, throws to first in plenty of time for the out. So back-to-back 4-3 ground outs. So that's going to do it for 5 innings of play. Again, your score, Kilgore 5, Gilmer 1. We're going to take a short break and be right back for more action here on NETSN.
Okay, your price is like State Farm, but is your coverage?
How we do things might leave you shocked. Our claims aren't done right. Our process is rough. It's tough.
Can I get help from an agent?
No luck.
Do it online?
No luck.
An app?
No luck.
Take my phone. It's easy, I swear. Like a good neighbor,
State Farm is there.
All right, welcome back. Tuesday night baseball on NETSN. Jeremy Diamond, Jeremy Titsworth here in Gilmer, Texas, home of the Buckeyes. Again, Kilgore has a 5-1 lead thanks to a 5 runs scored with 2 outs in the last inning of play. Man, not necessarily the way you draw it up, but the way this Bulldog team is built is they just don't give up. They're going to keep fighting and fighting until the game is over, and they've done a really nice job tonight of doing that, of just staying alive. All right, that's going to bring up Braden Williams, the left fielder. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Sorry, I cut you off.
No, you're good.
All right, 1 strike.
I was just going to say the way things were kind of going, it almost seems like they were, I don't know, waiting for the starting pitcher to kind of get out of the game, so then maybe I can get something rolling. But they did it to him anyways right at the end.
It seemed inevitable, right? Like as many guys as both guys had let on, like at some point the dam was going to break, right? Like Gilmer had, that one's real close to my car. Oh.
That did not sound good.
It didn't hit mine, but it was real close. It was 2 cars away for the Yahtzee.
That sounded like glass.
It hit deep. It hit deep.
Somebody's got a souvenir.
Yeah.
Right in the driver's seat.
Somebody's taking a gift home tonight. Didn't even expect one. Got a free baseball. All right, here's the 0-2. Good job there by Williams staying alive. Man, I may pay somebody to move my car at this point. Anybody want to move a car? The hard part would be hauling our stuff out farther, but it might be worth it to not get plunked. I have to call my wife and be like, there's a baseball in the windshield. All right, here's the 0-2 again. It's a ground ball to the dugout.
I think Williams was golfing that one.
That was good teamwork there by Hale, and it looked like, I think, Edney there on the matchup, the double ground ball. Not quite the same technique that Coach Hubbard used, but still 2 hands on it. So, all right, so again, Williams is staying alive here, 0-2. Forcing Stevenson to throw more pitches. Oh, swing and a miss, but it gets away. Throw goes down to first in time, so strikeout. All right, so the second strikeout there for Stevenson. So K-Daddy says, appreciate you guys covering East Texas sports. Man, we love doing it. It really is a blessing. I've been fortunate enough. I started a year ago in November and have loved every second of it. Again, I spent 13 years as a middle school coach, so this kind of scratches the itch a little bit. It's a lot of fun to do, and again, we love highlighting these high school guys. All right, first pitch, strike. And again, we get to see, you get Kason Brooks, who's the quarterback. He plays basketball, right? He plays baseball. We see these multi-sport athletes. And
obviously the outstanding athletes we have in East Texas.
Oh, man, and sometimes they get overlooked because people talk Dallas and Houston, but there's a lot of great athletes in this area, and it's our job to highlight them and put them on a scene where people can see them.
Not to mention they can go and clip some of our stuff and make highlight reels.
That's right.
Imagine how easy it is to make highlight reels nowadays.
I know, man.
Before
it was like you had to put 8 VHS tapes in and blend them all together, right? A little 8-track work, man, that was wild. You had to draw it on papyrus. All right, here's the 0-2. That's a line shot. It's going to go foul. It's going to go down there by the tarp. Oh, it went in the tarp. That's got to be 50 extra points. It literally went in the tube of the tarp there.
That looked like some Top Golf right there.
Yeah, it's like that one where it's like bonus. I feel like you should get like the gaming, or like skee ball where you get the 10,000 points.
There you go.
All right, so 0-2 here to Brooks. Here's the pitch. And he gets him swinging. He kind of got him out of that one. I don't know if you saw. Brooks was pulled back there and missed that one. All right, so Colton Hale up to bat. Again, he's 0-2 on the evening. He got on last inning, but via the walk. All right, here's the pitch from Stevenson. That's in the dirt for ball 1.
The chants come in now.
Yep, here's the 1-0 from Stevenson. It's a foul. That's really close to my car. Oh, please don't hit my car.
I think that bounced between you and that SUV there.
Whew. Man, what a crazy night. Remind me to never do that again. I should have parked there, unloaded everything, and then moved it.
I parked up by the school. That's where I'm at.
That's probably the safest place to be. And then somebody's going to crush a home run or something. All right, here's the 1-1. Inside. Good eye there by Hale, ball 2. So 2 balls, 1 strike.
Let's go, baby. Get back in the game. Let's go. 91-6.
All right, here's the 2-1. That's a fly ball out to center field. The center fielder ranges back, comes under it, and makes the catch. So Stevenson works a 3-up, 3-down inning there. That's going to do it for the top of the 6th inning. We're going to take a quick break and be back for more action here on NETSN.
Okay, your price is like State Farm, but is your coverage?
How we do things might leave you shocked. Our claims aren't done right. Our process is rough. It's tough.
Can I get help from an agent?
No luck.
Do it online?
No luck.
An app?
No luck.
Take my phone. It's easy, I swear. Like a good neighbor,
State Farm is there.
All right, welcome back. Bottom of the 6th inning. Again, Gilmer, Texas, home of the Buckeyes. Again, Kilgore has a 5-1 lead thanks to 5 runs in the 5th inning of play. And again, a quick 6th inning overall compared to the 5th.
I would say so.
Yeah. And so we're going to get the starting pitcher tonight, Lang, back up to bat. He's 0 for 1 with an RBI. So he had a sac fly there, I think, that scored the run, if I remember right.
I think that's right, too.
That liner kind of weird shot to Williams.
Yeah.
Was Lang there. So that's why you see 0 for 1 with the RBI. All right, so 1-0 here to Lang. Hale comes home. It's a ground ball to the second baseman, Barnhart. He fields it, bobbles it, throws to first in time for the out.
Had to wait on that one for a second.
Yeah, I was like, one of those that didn't happen as quick as we thought it might, right? A little bit closer than it needed to be.
Well, things that are usually smooth, but
yeah, and again, I mean, one of the good news about that one is you had plenty of time. It's such a short throw there that he was able to recover and get it back in. All right, so quick conference there with Applegate and Hale, making sure they're on the same page. Now, I think the last 3 plays have gone to Barnhart. I think that's the 3rd straight 4-3 put out. So Hale, even when contact is made, it's been going soft and to second base.
The crazy Hale's only around 80 pitches.
Yeah, so this is Darnold. Ball high. All right, 1-0. In there for a strike. Again, Hale just had a great night on the mound. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know if he's going to get to that 15K outing, but, man, he's up there with, 8, I believe, at least?
9.
Or 9? Okay, so 9 Ks. And
so again, put one for – get double digit.
Yeah, get him to that double-digit look here. It's a ground ball to the shortstop. Throw goes to first. The stretch. Good thing Benson is as tall as he is. So ground out there from Clayton to Benson. So a 6-3 put out, and there's 2 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning, and that's going to bring up the right fielder, Aiden Aiken. I think this is who you were talking about earlier. You said Aiken kind of looks like that guy that kind of has that catcher's build, and I think you're right. He's got kind of that natural look, and he's got the flowing locks.
I was going to say the long hair, too.
Yeah, he's got it. All right, so Hale comes set, kicks and fires, ball 1. And again, we've got Hale in the low 80s. Again, we're not going to admit we're perfect here because sometimes we hit foul and we can't always tell if it does pick it up.
Yeah.
But he's somewhere in the low 80s, so he's got plenty of room here as long as he's feeling well to finish out this inning and even potentially the game. There it is. There's that off-speed bender.
Still got it working.
Yeah, Aiken's still fooled by that thing. He's seen it 3 times tonight, and he's still not sure where it's going. I think I'd go right back to it until he does something with it. All right, here's the 1-1 delivery from Hale. Comes in. Again, I'm telling you, he's not sure which way is right side up or down right now. And, again, it's a tough pitch. Like, it's not the first guy. We've seen guys all season long.
Just sit there and look at it.
Yeah, unsure of what to do with Colton. Again, Colton going to Panola College next year. So here's the 1-2. And gets him swinging. There it is, Jeremy. So strikeout number 10. Another Tara Harris State Farm strikeout. That's going to do it for the 6th inning of play. We're going to take a short break. We're going to be back for the 7th and what could be the final inning here on NETSN.
Now batting number 5, Kason Clayton.
All right, so Kason Clayton up to bat. He's 1 for 2 on the day. And again, Stevenson in for another inning of work. Again, its score is 5-1 in favor of the Kilgore Bulldogs, and they're going to look to try to put this one out of reach here in the 7th inning. So maybe get a couple runs on the board here to get you some insurance, and then see if Hale can come in and finish this one out with a complete game.
Anything you can do to help your cause.
That's right. Ball 1. Again, Griffin there unable to hang on. May have had something to do with it.
Whatever it may be to manufacture some runs. And the thing is, don't wait till you got 2 outs.
yeah, get it done early. So Clayton going to look to do a little damage here. Here's the 1-0 delivery from Stevenson. He's going to ground that one, and it's going to nub foul. My favorite is the guy that's still jeering in the back when you're down 5-1, right? Like, at least he hasn't lost the passion. Like, some guys get quiet after a while, right, when it's not going their way. But he's been consistent. So we'll give him that. Yeah, we'll give him something. All right, here's the 1-1. It's a ground ball again to third base side. Coach Hubbard just watches that one go by. He says somebody else got to get that one. That went in between the third baseman and Coach Hubbard, and so he let that one go. So somebody going to go down the line and chase it. All right, 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Clayton. Stevenson goes into the windup, comes home. High for a ball, so 2 balls, 2 strikes. Couldn't get him to chase that high one. Not a bad pitch to throw there. See if he'll reach up there. He didn't.
No, not a bad pitch, but I think I would have just went back to what you had working will go, even though he kept fouling it off.
And the 2-2 to Clayton. That one's low, so now full count. So you had him 1-2. Right, and then now it's a full count. So good job there by Kaysen of staying alive here and forcing more pitches. Stevenson around the low 30s now, 32 by our count. Here's the pitch. And he gets him swinging. So the fourth strikeout from Stevenson. And that's going to do 1 out here, and that's going to bring up the DH tonight, Kaysen Edney.
Number 6, Kason Edney.
Kaysen got those look like he's got those leather work gloves, his batting gloves, right? They kind of look like those yellow ones. Again, Edney's 0 for 1 officially on the evening. Right, here's the pitch to him.
But he's been walked twice.
Right. So officially 0 for 1, and two times he's been on base. So his on-base percentage is good, right? Just hadn't had a chance to get a hit yet, so see if he can do something here. The 0-1 from Stevenson. And there it is. Line shot right past the second baseman. Edney's going to round, and he's got his base hit. Good piece of hitting there by Kaysen Edney, and that's going to bring up Dickey. Dickey is 1 for 3 with 2 RBI. So had a good night for him. Again, a big plate appearance in that 5th inning for him with 2 outs. He kind of really got things going for them. They were bases loaded, needed something, and he was able to drop one in there and for a base hit. Oh, that one's in the dirt. It's going to bounce and get away. The catcher doesn't know where it is. Can Edney get to third? Coach Hubbard says, don't try. If that's Brooks, he's already standing on third.
He's like, Coach, you told me not to try, but I'm already here.
Yeah. And he's like, Coach, I just got there. Yeah, it would have been probably a bad idea there, especially with just 1 out. And again, in a tighter game, a closer score game, you might go for third, right? You might send him there if you're down. All right, so 1-0 delivery to Dickey. Misses outside, ball 2, so 2-0. Again, we want to say thank you to the Kilgore Athletic Baseball Booster Club for their support this year, as well as Tara Harris, a State Farm agent there in Kilgore. If you have any needs for insurance, please tell Tara that we sent you. She would love nothing more than look over what you have and see if she can give you a better deal. Swing and a miss there for Jackson, so 2 balls and a strike, pulled the string on it. But again, Tara's been it was one of those great things. Like we walked in to talk about it, and she's like, yes. I mean, just
before you even sat down, she said yes.
Almost, yeah. I mean, again, she's just excited about covering high school kids and supporting them and highlighting what they do, and we're grateful for her. All right, here's the 2-1. That one's fouled off. Oh, that's even more dangerous.
Oh, that landed right in front of your car.
It landed in front of my car and took a right turn. I was going to have to send a bill to Jackson Dickey's family there on that one. That was close. About that close. Woo. My heart's pumping over here. All right, 2-2 here to Jackson. Fouls that one back to stay alive. So 2 balls, 2 strikes here. Runner at second base is Edney. Here comes the pitch. And he gets him swinging. All right, so strikeout number 5 for Stevenson. And that's going to bring up the catcher, Miles Applegate. Again, he's officially 2 for 2 with an RBI himself. All right. So Applegate at the plate here, 2 outs here, top of the 7th inning. Again, Edney's at second. It's the pitch. It gets away. Edney starts to go. Oh, he's caught. Can he get back in time? And he does. Oh, the throw goes into the outfield, but he doesn't run. I thought he might go. Coach Hubbard says no, don't do it.
I think if he was at his feet at that point, I think he's taking off.
He probably does.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess they called that a strike.
Okay.
It seemed low, but okay. So, because it got away, right?
Yeah.
Which caused Edney to start to go. So it's usually not a strike when that happens. But anyway, it was called a strike. So 0-1. 1-1. What's how they say? Ball don't lie. Next pitch don't lie or something.
What's going to happen here, though, whenever it's at 3 balls and he should be on base?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But maybe we won't get to that.
All right, the 1-1. That's a loud, high fly ball. That is on the right field line. It's tracking foul, and the catch is made by the right fielder. So good catch there by him. That's going to do it for the top of the 7th inning. We're going to take a short break, and we're going to see if Colton Hale can come in and close this one out. We're going to be right back with more baseball here on NETSN. Bottom of the 7th inning here in Gilmer, Texas. Again, the Buckeyes are down 5-1 and down to their last 3 outs here in the game to try to make a comeback here, or Kilgore puts another one in the win column. Again, they're sitting at 7-2 in the district. They have a game Friday night at Driller Park against this same Buckeye team, and then next Tuesday they close out the regular season as far as district play goes with the Carthage Bulldogs at home. So started the season, kind of the one weird game where you don't play a home and away. Played a game against Carthage in Carthage, and then every other game in district has been a home and away series, so they'll finish the season that way, and that'll be the Tuesday after, and I believe that might even be senior night, I think was the word I got tonight. So,
but you know, that's how they used to do it back in the day. Like, you didn't play home and away in the same week.
Right.
It used to be broken up throughout the season.
I like the home and away in the same week in a lot of ways, because I think what it keeps you from is, like, if you were thinking about Spring Hill, like if you don't play them in the same week, you could face their ace twice.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And so it forces teams to have a deeper pitching rotation, because, you know, you really could line it up if it's not the same week, where you could play you could pitch your ace against your maybe quote-unquote top teams
that you're going to face in the district.
Right. And some of the other guys in the district that you're not as worried about, you might throw your second or third guy, where this forces you to pitch both guys, or at least 2, if not 3 guys.
Yep.
You know, and so I like the idea of it. I really do. I prefer this
depending
method.
on the way the games go, you're going to go deep into your rotation.
Right, like we did last week, where you go, 2 pitchers that go over 80 pitches in the first game against Spring Hill because a lot of batters, and then your third game goes to 9 innings. You have to bring in Is Austin Blakely the third baseman? And again, Hale sitting in the mid-80s. I think they have 86. So we were just a pitch off. That's not bad. We'll take one off. I think that's what they said. We've got him at 85. So, again, I'm not going to complain about being one off. Ground ball to the shortstop, Clayton. Throws it to first. Stretch there. But the tag is made by Benson.
He already called him.
He called him out. I think the drop happened after, but we're going to get a call here.
He was trying to make the throw.
Yeah, I think he was pulling the ball out of his glove, but we're going to see what the call is here. So umpires are going to have a chance to talk about it here. They're going to talk it over. I think he had the tag, and then he was trying to make the exchange when the ball was dropped, but we'll see what the call is. Again, they tend to stick to the original call. So the call is a ground out. And again, the tag was made. So Coach McNeil's just going to ask what he saw. And again, that's within Coach McNeil's right. You want to make sure you know. And again, you don't always win those arguments, but why not? All right, so Aiden Vineyard is still in play here. So I guess they decided that so Coach McNeil's now going to go down and ask the first base umpire what he saw.
He was the one who made the original call.
Right. And again, well, within his right to do so. And again, a big spot here, right? Bottom of the 7th inning. Again, you're down to your last couple outs. You need every bit of information you can get. All right, so call stands, which is what we expected. That's typically what happens. Again, not a surprise there.
No, if it would have dropped out of the glove in the middle of the tag, that's different. But the fact the tag was made, he was already took 2 or 3 steps and then went to go throw the ball.
It's that exchange idea. You get that at second base a lot on the trying to get that relay throw on the double play. So 1 out here, bottom of the 7th. Pitch in here to Vineyard. Off speed for a strike. Hale gets the call. Kind of does that little lean. He was trying to get that ball to come over the plate. Again, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. So Mike Ward Jr. said the Kilgore batter was called for a check swing on that one in the dirt. That's what they said. They said he swung. So there you go. Thanks. Thank you for that update. There's that off-speed pitch again. Back-to-back Frisbees. Aiden Vineyard just not sure what to do with that there. All right, so 0-2 here. Can Clayton get him an 11th strikeout here? So Hale's going to try, see if he can get the ball past Vineyard. That's a high fly ball. Kason Brooks comes in. He ranges over, reaches out, and makes the catch. So a fly out to center field. That's going to be 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th inning. And Gilmer is down to their last batter, and it's going to be the center fielder, Judson Dorsett. Dorsett is 0 for 2 on the day. Again, Hale sitting at 10 strikeouts. Again, he has no walks. He does have a couple hit by pitch.
Yeah. Which, with a breaking ball pitcher, that's going to happen. If the pitch doesn't break.
Sure. Yeah, especially with the way his sweeper works.
Yep.
There it is.
Because if that doesn't break right there, that's hitting him.
Right, yeah, and that's what he thought. He's like, it's going to hit me in the hip here. I'm just going to take this one, right? I'm going to get on base and keep this game going, and all of a sudden it's over the middle of the plate. All right, so Dorsett facing an 0-1 count here. Swings and misses. Strike 2.
You come back with
a little foul tip. Yeah, I threw him a little stinky cheddar, and I expect he's going to go right back to the Frisbee here.
He's had everybody looking at it all night. I'd say why not?
Nobody's had any kind of decent contact on it.
No.
All right, the 0-2 from Hale in the dirt. Great job there by Applegate blocking it. He's going to appeal. He says no swing. Okay. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hale's going to have to throw another one. Again, he's just at 92 pitches, so he's got plenty of room with this batter. He's got 18 till he's at the limit, so he's got plenty of room. And, again, he's been dealing all night, giving up just the 1 run. And, again, that was on a sac fly. All right, here's the 1-2. And he got him looking. That's going to do it for the ball game. So strikeout number 11 for Colton Hale. That's going to do it for tonight's ball game. Again, your final score, Kilgore 5, Gilmer 1. It was a great ball game. Again, we're going to redo this thing on Friday night in a different location.
There you go.
Again, thank you so much for tuning in. For myself, Jeremy Diamond, for Jeremy Titsworth, we're going to catch you Friday night in Driller Park for the rematch. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great night and be safe getting home.
The Northeast Texas Sports Network is dedicated on delivering the most entertaining sports broadcasts in East Texas. And if you're interested in having your next sporting event streamed live, visit us online at netsn.live.